Earnings. You know, Home Depot came out, and everybody was waiting for earnings. I don't understand why they're waiting for earnings. You know well before earnings if the stock's going to do well or not when they report the earnings. Let me explain. Take a look at Home Depot. Now, Home Depot came out and said, oh, gee, we're sorry. We didn't get enough storms. We got our mail to God late. So our earnings are down. Everybody's surprised. Oh, gee. Wait a minute. Watch this. You didn't know before? Well, let me help you how we knew, how our investors knew. This is my chart right here. This is the Pro 2 color-coded chart. You can see when money's going in, it's green, right? Money going out, it's red. Simple. But we didn't have to wait for the earnings. Check this little tool out. So I go in right here, and I put my tool on right here. See that yellow? What's that tell you? Money is starting to come out. That's right. Now, this tool has been around since 1998, and it works, believe me. Now, so you don't have to wait for the earnings to come out. I mean, you had the bad news right here. This shows institutional money coming out. Now, let's go to Oracle. Now, same thing. Look at Oracle. So without the tool, if I take this off right here and take that tool out, okay, yeah, it tells you, okay, it turned red, they're in trouble, but it didn't tell you it was getting into trouble early. I want to know before money is pouring out. So again, I take my little tool, pop it up here, and look at this. So I knew even back in here they're having trouble, even with this big gap up. Most people look at that gap, oh man, it's doing great, let me get it up here. Like the FOMOs, they always get up here, right at the very top, right? And Oracle, by the way, which is really interesting, I don't want to know all the fundamentals. I could care less about the fundamentals. Those days are gone. I just want to know if money's going into my stock called pricing or money's coming out. And Oracle, by the way, they are, right now, they've lost $315 billion in over over this AI stuff. What are you, nuts? Their cash flow is predicted to be negative for 5 years. And Oracle is spending $35 billion just to keep the lights on. But I don't care about that. If I'm in Oracle or any stock, I just want to know, is money going in or is money coming out? That's all I want to know. And with today's technology, it tells me. And you can see it again right here. So you get your early warnings. Now, what else is going on in the market? Now, let's take a look at the spiders. So the spiders, again, they're starting to break the key 50-day moving average.
Wait a minute.
But look at this. If you want to short it, just switch to your SDS. It's an inverse. And you only have to pay to short about $15 a share shorting it instead of shorting SPY, again, where it's nearly $660. Look at, this is the most important one right here. You want to know what's going on in the market? Always look at your small mid-cap stocks, IWM. This is the heart of it, okay, of the economy. It tells you what's really going on in the real world. And look at this. Look how it turned red on our chart right here. Now, if I want to short it, why would I pay over $200 a share to short it when I can do an inverse? Look at this. And I only have to pay $17 a share as it's going up. So it's just, these inverses are very simple, and it'll save you a lot of money. You should check that out. Another thing that's going on is, again, most people don't understand that you got to check out, besides IWM, what's very important in the market, and they won't tell you this. What's important in the market is your consumer stocks. Now, what's that mean? Well, if you take Netflix, you take Comcast, and you take Sony. Those are the three most important consumer stocks. Just like IWM is extremely important, these three stocks are extremely important because it tells you the truth. It tells you what's going on. And then when you back up these stocks, okay, like we do, right, with our tool, it tells you, okay, immediately what's really going on. And that is a big help, okay? It really is. I mean, it just gives you great confidence.
1 minute.
I put that tool on right here. Look at this. I already knew Sony was in trouble big time. Just like I knew Home Depot was in trouble big time, okay? Before earnings. Here you go again. Look at this. We knew in advance, so we were shorting early on. So when the earnings came out right here last night, we were already short. We already knew way back here that they were in trouble. So this tool really does help, okay? And it'll help you too. Check it out. Stop listening to the noise. You got to be nuts to listen to these jibber jabbers on TV. The truth is one place: money flow. If money's going into your stock, you want to know. It's called pricing. If money is coming out, you want to know, and you want to know early. So if you don't have that tool, you're not going to know. I'll help you with that tool, and I'll help you with my stock picks. We've been teaching since 1998. philsgang.com. Check it out, free for 10 days.